Long match for you guys, tough results. What are your kind of initial takeaways from the game tonight?
Frustrated. It's a game where we fell into Tulsa's style of play and what they wanted to do to, just scrap and fight. They don't want to play football. They just want to fight. And we, we took their bait, and unfortunately, they capitalize on a mistake, and that's the game.
You kind of alluded to that mistake. Can you just kind of walk through what happened there?
I mean, you saw it.
And then you mentioned they don't want to fight. They don't want to play.
Yeah.
Is that just the general consensus? Not even tonight, but just taking away the other match and how with them that draw on the road there, is that kind of just a general consensus so far this season when you faced them?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's anyone who watches them play. It's quite obvious. They want set pieces. They want to scrap. They want to lure you into, fouling them or the stuff off the ball. Just little, the dark arts of the game, and that's what they live for. They're, we know they're not going to outplay us with football, and they're going to capitalize on mistakes and set pieces. And game like tonight, where I think we had moments, especially in the first half, where we played really well. We moved them, we made them run all over the field. We score a goal. I think it's a completely different game. So, it's frustrating, but there are still positives, and we, the better team didn't win tonight. That's just the way the game goes.
Well, you mentioned positives. One positive is there's more games to be played against them and other opponents as you move on in the season, back in league play. So it's a long week for you guys. Played Sunday, played tonight, played Saturday. How are you personally moving your body through this, and then of course your teammates as well as you prepare for a road match on Saturday?
Yeah, three games in 7 days now, and I'm just going to do everything I can to recover and be ready for whenever Carlos calls on me. And I know the rest of the guys will do the same, but it's going to take the full group. We saw, I think 6 changes on against Lexington on Sunday, and to get the win despite switching the team, I think is really positive. Fortunately, we didn't follow it up with a win tonight, but we're still top of the table in the league, and now we have three games where we can go and continue to put points on the board.
Is it kind of a silver lining to be able to get a change of scenery and leave town and go on the road to kind of get some revenge for a bad taste in your mouth like this?
I mean, anytime you get 5-6 days in California on a road trip, I don't think many guys are complaining. So looking forward to, seeing some new scenery. And at the end of the day, it's a business trip, and we're there to win games. But of course, enjoy the weather while we're there.
How are y'all planning on moving past this and looking forward to the next game?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way, right? We have to look past it. We can't dwell on it. I'm sure we'll talk about things that we did well, things that we need to work on. But at the end of the day, it's do or die, and we lost. So that's that for Open Cup. Now we look to the league and the USL Cup.
Do you feel with a match like this? I mean, there were so many bodies on the field tonight. Do you feel like, mentally and physically drained? I mean, it was just going at each other. It was almost like, I should say, a boxing match, but.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we fell into that, right? Like, I don't think we needed to engage in a lot of their theatrics, and we did, and it's a game that for fans, it's not a pretty game to watch because the referee's blowing the whistle. I mean, how many yellow cards did we see? Just not a pretty game, but it is a battle, and anytime you go 120 minutes, of course the body will feel it, but it's just part of the game. And again, it's a learning experience for us, because at the end of the day, if we can control ourselves and our emotions, a game like that, we should handle easily.
There has to be a lot to say about last month being like wins after wins and whatnot, and coming into this match, what does it say for the positivity for the team for the rest of the season of like what y'all can really do?
Well, I think we're going to find out over the next few games. The only way we'll know is how we respond, right? You get punched in the mouth and lose a game like this, but we have 3 games coming quick. So if we can pick up points and continue to move in the right direction, then that's a really good sign.
And what do you feel like the team, the direction of the season is going?
Look, we're first in the league. Obviously disappointed right now because I'm just feeling the emotions from this game. But we have a great group. We are really dangerous. Obviously, we can continue to improve, but there's a lot of good things looking forward.